Mounted police, you rarely see those on this. In 1850, a disaster, I'll tell you about it. And in 1908, we had a devastating flood, relocating it about half a mile away and straightening it out, putting bitumen. That's new. The words of George Bannerman Dealey are carved in the front of that building. Build and use upon the rock of truth and righteousness. Conduct it always upon the lines of fairness and integrity. Acknowledge the right of the people to get from the newspaper both sides of every important question. I know what you're thinking, folks. Fake news. In fact, we switched out the longest operating business in the state of Texas. They're a media conglomerate. Up ahead of us is stop number 3 for the Omni Hotel. Is anyone staying at the Omni? That's almost a destination in its own right. And the windows of the Omni Hotel conceal 4 miles of LED lights. Such high fidelity that during the Dallas film, and big things do happen in Dallas. If you look at the top of this oil well plinth here, you'll notice a rather familiar gas stations. But that's... I'm sorry, hold on a sec. So that sign was put on the NRA convention to the city of Dallas. There are 80,000 people in this city over this weekend for the NRA convention. All right, that brings us to stop number 4 for Pioneer Plaza. What you're looking at is 49 6-foot-tall bronze longhorn steer in 3 Rose, Texas. Funded by developer Trammell Crow, it was built and put it all together. That is the largest bronze statuary in the world. Today? No? Oh good, no one here to fact check me. Excellent. Just doesn't have much of a ring to it, right? So when Neely Bryant came here in 1839, as I was saying earlier in the tour, he thought that he could build a trading post to trade with the local Indian, the Caddo. He could get his goods from Galveston on the Gulf Coast all the way up into North Texas. Using 1850, we had a population of 1,000 people. And these streets would have been maybe just cobbled at that point. Designed to make you feel like if you stand inside there that the walls are floating around you. It's that big. And we think tiny homes are cool. It's all the way down Main Street. In fact, the press had just commented that when shots rang out from this building right here, that's the old school book depository where Lee Harvey Oswald had built a sniper's nest on the 6th floor. Film was shot from. When they realized what had happened, the leader of the security detail yelled out, "We've been hit, let's get out of here." I-35 and north to Parkland Hospital with the 35th president of the United States by the name of Wade Morrison, living in a little town in Kentucky. He was in love with the daughter of a local doctor, and he asked her, "There's no way you can support my daughter on the income of a humble chemist," and he ran him out of town. And Dr. Pepper was born in 1884, 1 year before Coca-Cola came out with their secret formula. It is the world's oldest soda drink, and is still bottled right here in Texas. And this is where they moved the river to. And that piece of art masquerading as a bridge is the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. That and her sister, the Margaret McDermott. I said the mighty Trinity River! Okay, you're not impressed. I get it. I know what a river looks like too. But believe me, when this river floods, on a lake with the lights of the city reflected in the water, it's not a lake, it's a flood. So it looks really pretty in photographs, but you certainly wouldn't want to get in there. And the mosquitoes at that time of year, it makes the place very... Okay, so you've heard me mention the Hunt name a few times already. Ray Hunt built Reunion Tower, Jervis Hunt built Union Station. Margaret Hunt Hill has a whole bridge named after her. Man. Around about the same time, a Texas oil man by the name of Dad Joyner was getting himself into trouble. He was a good prospector, but a bad businessman, and he had oversold his oil leases. He went into hiding in Dallas. H.L. Hunt heard about this and determined to come to Dallas and track him down. I'm going to pause this story for a minute or two because this is the best view of Dallas that you're going to see. Yes, get your cameras out. This is a good spot to take a photo. I can take it through the door if you like.
ये डलास का यहाँ से पूरा शहर देखा जा सकता है।
Got it? Sorry. Alright, none more so than Lamar Hunt. He founded 3 different sports teams. The American football Hunt family had a huge impact on the city of Dallas. You can probably note this really unusual looking building here. This is Fountain Place. Its shape is derived from the shape of an oil well drilling bit. And it was designed by the most influential architect of the 20th century, the Chinese-American architect I.M. Pei. The Stop 15, which is later in the tour. How many folks are... Yeah, oh wow, almost everyone. Lots of clusters of high-rises as you go around. Here's another local character that some of you may remember. Who remembers Ross Perot? Yeah? Who wants to forget Ross Perot? Number 6. You want to explore the museum? It's a bit like 8 museums in one. And they work on everything from the Cuban that simulates an earthquake, which I didn't need. As we come down the street, if you look back, you'll see that the roof of the Perot Museum is covered in vegetation. Grass and brush and cactuses, all native to North Texas. Actually, that is Dick's Last Resort. It is an insult restaurant. They actually pay the staff to be rude to the guests. That's somehow that works. This neighborhood looks pretty quiet right now, but it's all built around the American Airlines Center, teams respectively. In fact, once upon a time, this was actually the site of the years ago. In 1918, Miguel Martinez opened this restaurant with a menu crafted around the dishes and flavors of his homeland with the products and ingredients that he could find here in North Texas. And this is the Hunt Oil Headquarters to Peru, Iraq, Niger, Perth, Australia, Canada. The largest and richest people in the world were members of the Hunt family. In fact, there's only one Hunt brand that doesn't come out of that building. You guys know what that is? The ketchup. That's right. It's not oily enough for them. Oh, I've said this before. Pick it up from Olive Street, which is right here, and Park. He decided to name it after his young son because he wanted to give young Clyde a name to live up to and a sense of civic responsibility. So parents, if you want to teach your kids civic responsibility, that's how you do it. Now Clyde is about 16 years old. They tell me, although I've never seen this for myself, but I'm told that once a month, every month, young Clyde Warren comes to his park and picks up the trash. I.M. Pei building, the Morton Myosin Symphony Center. Flora Street runs from one end of the Arts District to the other. As I understand, they're actually free today. Hang on, am I right? They got the free signs out? Yes. Okay. Yes, yeah, free admission today. Look through there. The sculpture garden in the back of this building is absolutely gorgeous. And it's free. We're at stop number 10 out of 15.
So how far are we going to be away from here when we're done? How far will we be away from here when we're done?
That sculpture garden is actually a plaintiff in a lawsuit built behind them, that round building that we went past, Museum Tower, because sculpture centre, killing the plants and degrading the art. It's causing them a lot of problems, so they are suing for damages. But on our right is was designed by the same architects that made the fountains outside the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. Isn't it gorgeous? You see that little inset, that little pool at the back there where the water's really still? It's actually because it's heated water. Any ideas why they've got a jacuzzi at the back of their fountain? So you can have a spa there, yes. Any other guesses? Enormous, and a very influential church in Dallas. It's the home of Pastor Robert Jeffrey, standing before Judge Sarah T. Hughes, before it went all the way up to the Supreme Court and changed the law of this land in 1973. And if you were to come to this part of town in